Welcome, beautiful souls. I am so honored that you're here at Permission to Rise, breaking free from limiting beliefs. This is going to be such a powerful workshop. So whether you stumbled upon this workshop or you intentionally signed up for it, I'm so honored for you that you're here. And I know that there is no accident that you're here. I believe that you're here for a reason. So I'm super excited to offer this to you all. I honestly believe that you are standing at the threshold of change right now. You are ready to release whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever beliefs they are that are holding you back. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you're holding yourself back. Maybe you're holding yourself back. And you don't even realize it. But today, all that changes. Today, all that changes. And today we recreate our belief systems. So I want you to realize that this is a space for self-discovery, for empowerment. And this is definitely a space for action. So over the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to guide you through understanding what are limiting beliefs, right? How they've shaped your life. And most importantly, how to break free and rise into your truest, fullest potential. All right. So are we excited? Please give me a hands up if you're excited, because I am so excited. This is my jam. I love this. And at the end, stay for the end, because at the end, I have a beautiful offering to offer you all, something to help guide you through this process. And if you want to go into a deeper dive, I have that as well. So stay till the end. But before we dive in, I am going to ask you to get yourself a journal, a notebook, or even just a piece of paper, whatever works for you, because you're going to I want you to write down your reflections. This is going to be a space where we explore our thoughts. All right. So I'm going to give you a few seconds so you can run and go get a journal, a notebook, or just a piece of paper. Okay. All right. All right. So before we begin, I feel it's important that we ground down, we come into this space, we really, really embody what we're about to learn. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose, fill your belly and then your chest, and then exhale slowly. I invite you to take another deep breath in through your nose. And while you're breathing in, I want you to breathe in openness, breathe in receptivity. And I want you to release anything that has been holding you back, anything that will allow you to not be present here today. Let go of all of that. Your day, whatever it is, let go of all of that. Exhale all that out. All right. So before we get started, you can open your eyes now. And before we get started, I want you on that piece of paper, on that journal, on that notebook, whatever it is that you got, I want you to write down, what do you hope to gain from this workshop? Okay. What it is that you hope to gain for this workshop. I'm going to give you a few seconds so you can think about it. What is it that you hope to gain from this workshop? All right. So let's start with, what are limiting beliefs? I want you to think, have you ever had a dream, a goal, or an opportunity in front of you, but something inside of you stopped you? Maybe you heard a little voice whisper, you're not good enough. You don't deserve this, or I don't deserve this. Who am I to do this? These are limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are thoughts and narratives that create invisible barriers in our minds. And these are deeply, deeply ingrained. Belief systems usually come from childhood, society, or past experience. But I love to teach people that they usually are developed within the first 7 to 14 years of our lives. These beliefs are developed. So we're going to go deep in and figure out what some of our limiting beliefs are. So I want you to take a moment and think about a time when you wanted something but hesitated because of a belief like this. I'm not good enough. Who am I to have this? I want you to go deep down inside and think about a time when you've been held back, when you've hesitated because of this belief, because of something like this. And I want you to pause here, and I want you to write down one belief that has held you back. What is that voice saying? I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't deserve this. Who am I to think this is for me? I'm going to give you a few seconds so you can think about this. All right. And now that you've thought of that limiting belief, that thing that caused hesitation in you, I want you to reflect. Where do you think this belief came from? Was it something a parent or a teacher or a grown-up or an aunt or an uncle or a peer said to you when you were young? Was it shaped by an experience that you had? Was it something that you experienced in life where you felt rejected or not good enough? I want you to reflect on this for a moment. Where did this belief come from? Was it something a parent, a peer, an aunt, or uncle, a teacher once said? Or was it shaped by an experience where you felt rejected or not good enough? Think about that. And I want you to reflect on this for a few more seconds. So now we're going to reframe this limiting belief. How do we shift this limiting belief? We're going to reframe it. So this is how this works. Now that you've identified the limiting belief, let's shift it. Let's change it. I'm going to walk you through a simple, powerful 3-step process that I use to reframe, to shift a limiting belief. Step one is identifying. That's writing down the belief clearly. That's what we already did, right? That's what we thought about. What is that limiting belief that had us hesitate, right? That's step one. That's identifying it. Okay, so you have already written that one down. You already did step one. Step two, challenging it. So ask yourself, is this 100% true? Has there ever been a time that this wasn't true? This is you challenging it. For instance, I'm going to give you an example as soon as I'm done telling you the 3 steps. So number 1 is identify. You've already identified it. Number 2 is challenging. Ask yourself, is this 100% true? Or has there ever been a time in my life when this wasn't true? I want you to think about that. And then step 3 is the reframe. It's actually the recreating of the belief, and it's creating a new, more empowering belief. So I'm going to give you an example. For instance, an old belief is something like, I'm not smart enough to start a business, right? That's the old belief. That's the limiting belief. I'm identifying it. My identifying it is, I'm not smart enough to start a new business. Me challenging it is saying, plenty of people have started businesses with less experience than me. There's been tons of people that started businesses that have less experience than me, right? And my new belief, right? Number 1, identifying. I'm not smart enough to start a new business. Number 2, challenging it. There's been plenty of people, right, that have started a business that have less experience than me. We know that, right? Number 2. And number 3, my reframing my belief. I am capable, resourceful, and always learning, right? I am capable, resourceful, and always learning. I am capable of starting a business. I am resourceful, and I'm always learning. So I definitely have the ability to start a new business. right? Those are our 3 steps. We identify, we challenge, and we reframe. Now it's your turn. All right. Are we ready? So first you're going to identify it. What is your limiting belief? You already identified it. Now we're going to challenge it. I want you to take your limiting belief, rewrite it into an empowering belief after you've challenged it. And then I want you to speak it out loud. Okay. I want you to speak it out loud if you can, so you can let it sink in. So I'm going to give you a few seconds. So first you're going to identify, what is your limiting belief? You already identified it, right? What has made you hesitate, made you stop from your dream? And then I want you to ask yourself, is this 100% truth? We're challenging it. Has there ever been a time this wasn't true? And number 3, I want you to reframe it into a new, more empowering belief. So I am capable, I am resourceful, and always learning. Okay. So that's 3 steps: identify, challenge, and reframe. Let's go. I'm giving you some time to take your limiting belief and I want you to rewrite it into a more empowering belief. And when you're done rewriting it into a more empowering belief, if you have time and if you can, because sometimes some of us are home in spaces where we're just listening, we can't actually speak, or in a coffee shop or whatever it is, I want you to actually I want you to speak, to affirm, to own that belief and restate it out loud so that you can hear it. All right. All right. So this is a 30-minute workshop. So I might be moving a little fast, but I have a gift for you at the end where you're going to be able to do all this process. Okay. So don't you worry if you haven't been able to get it all done. We have plenty of stuff for you later on so you can do this process. And don't worry, we will have time for you to take care of this whole process. So now it is time to embody your new belief. All right. All right, now shifting your belief is one thing, right? We shifted our belief, but what's shifting something without embodying it, right? What's affirming something without truly owning it, right? And this is the chance you have. Now is your opportunity to truly own your beliefs, to take actions that align with your new belief. All right, so we're going to do a quick little exercise, and I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for a moment. And again, you're going to take a deep breath in. We always take this deep breath in because it grounds us down. And I want you to feel the surface that you're sitting on. Whatever it is, I want you to take a deep breath in. Feel that surface really ground down to the space where you're sitting at. And now I invite you to imagine yourself 6 months from now. And you have fully embraced, owned your new belief. You really own it. I want you to see yourself. How do you walk? How do you speak? How do you feel? What decisions are you making? What opportunities have opened up because you let go of the fear? Now I invite you to hold on to that image. Let it become the real you. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. And I want you to write down one small action step that you can take this week to align with your new belief system. What is one small action step that you can take this week that will align with that new belief? All right, I'm going to give you some time to do that. Maybe it's applying for a new job or applying for that dream job. Maybe it's setting a boundary with someone, right? Maybe it's posting about your business on the socials, whatever it is, write it down. And I invite you to commit to it. Commit with integrity, commit to doing this one step. Maybe it's talking about something that you're offering on the socials. Think about what is one thing that you can do this week that can bring you closer, that can align you with your new belief. Okay. Now, this is my favorite part. This is your permission to rise. Declare your permission. Declare it. It's yours. So what I'm going to invite you to do, right? No one is coming to give you permission, honey. Nobody's coming here to give you permission to be your best, most authentic, most powerful self. Nobody's coming here to give you this permission, right? And so you have to claim it. So right now, what I'm going to invite you to do is I want you to say this out loud. Now, if you're in a space where there's a lot of people, maybe a coffee shop or whatever it is, and you're watching this and you don't feel comfortable saying it, I want you to whisper it really loud in your minds, okay? I want you to repeat after me. I give myself permission to rise. Okay? Say it out loud or say it in your head one more time. I give myself permission to rise. One more time for the people in the back. I give myself permission to rise. Whew, how does that feel? You're no longer waiting. You're stepping forward. You're stepping into your power now. We're not waiting around anymore. We're not limiting ourselves. We're not stopping ourselves. We're stepping into our power now. That's what you're doing. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. So I want you to take a moment. We're going to take a moment. I want you to reflect. What would your life look like if you no longer held on to this limiting belief? The one we started for in the beginning. You guys probably got rid of it already, but let's what would your life look like? Your entire life. If you let go of the limiting belief that I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't deserve this. Who am I to think this is great? What would your life look like? And what is one bold action that you can take in the next 48 hours? In the next 48 hours to step into this new belief? What is one bold action that you can take within the next 48 hours to step into this belief? I want you to write it down. I want you to write it down. And if you feel called, I want you to share it with me. I'm going to give you my contact info at the end of this. I want you to share it with me. Or if you don't want to share it with me, I want you to share it with someone. This bold action, I want you to share it with someone that can keep you in accountability. Someone that you trust, right? Someone that you trust that can keep you in accountability. Listen, you know what? If you're not watching this on your cell phone, or if you have your cell phone, actually take your cell phone right now, and I want you to text someone that you trust if you have time, if you can. Or if you can't think of it, I want you to do it after this. But if you can right now, you can think, someone popped into your head right now. I want you to text that person, and I want you to tell them, hey, I want you to hold me accountable for this. I will be doing this in the next 48 hours. Please let me know if you don't see me doing it. Let me know. Remind me. Do whatever you can. Hold me accountable. All right? Please text someone. Whoever popped into your head, text them right now and tell them, I want you to hold me accountable for this one bold action that I'm going to be taking. Right? To show I no longer have limiting beliefs. All right? So that's what we're doing. Write it down. If you can't do it now, I want you to write it down. Write it down and then do it as soon as we're done with this workshop. All right. So I'm going to give you a few seconds for that. All right. So now, congratulations. I just wanted to congratulate you. You've just taken the first step in breaking free from limiting beliefs. You've just taken that first step to rising to your true authentic self. That is the truth of who you are. Those limiting beliefs aren't the truth of who you are. The truth of who you are is who you are now. When you let go of those limiting beliefs, that's the truth of who you are. You are powerful. beyond belief, right? So I want to congratulate you for taking those steps, right? And these are your next steps. Your next steps is you're going to notice when limiting beliefs come up, you're going to notice them, right? And then you're going to challenge them immediately, right? How do we challenge them? Is this 100% true? Where have I ever seen that it's not true? That's how we're challenging them, all right? You're going to challenge them immediately. And then you're going to reinforce your new belief. Okay, I am capable. I am strong. I am worthy. I am smart. I am intelligent. I am resourceful. I'm always learning. All right. You're going to reinforce your new belief. Your new belief by repeating them daily. Repeat these new beliefs. Put them down on a piece of paper. Put them on a Post-it. Write them on your mirror. Whatever it is, reinforce. Repeat these daily. These new beliefs. Make them as affirmations, right? And then every day, I invite you to take action, take aligned action. Every day, even if it's the smallest amount of action, just take aligned action. Okay? Something that aligns with your new belief. Take an action towards that. All right? Whether it's setting a boundary or actually speaking up, getting on stage and actually saying something, or speaking up in a meeting at work, or saying whatever it is, I want you to take aligned action. And one other request. If this workshop resonated with you, I want you to take a moment and I want you to journal about your experience. All right? You have permission to rise. Okay? So your journey doesn't end here. Again, you're amazing. You're powerful. And starting in April, I'm launching a 10-week group coaching program. It's designed to help you completely rewrite your internal narrative and step into the highest version of yourself. This is just a snippet of what I have in this group workshop. This isn't just about mindset. It's all about inner transformation and action. Okay. So I'm not only going to give you some, and I'm not going to speak at you. We're going to interact. So we're going to talk. It's going to be a mastermind where we all come together and talk our beliefs, right? But we're really going to work on the integration aspect of it, where you actually get to put these into action, right? Because I'm big on action. What you'll experience over those 10 weeks, you'll uncover and rewire deeply ingrained belief systems. You're going to put a face on that inner critic and take away its power. You're going to let go of resentment. You're going to let go of limitations that keep you stuck. You're going to create a new love story with yourself, one of confidence, one of self-trust, one of self-worth. And then you're going to map out your vision, your goals, and your dreams. And then you're going to make an action plan to bring them to life. And I'm going to hold your hands. I'm going to stand by you. I'm going to walk by you throughout this whole process. So this is the point of this. I will be walking you through this process. And I will hold you accountable and make sure that you're nothing but successful. Here's the best part. Because you're here, I'm offering this program at half the normal price. So, but it's only for this round, for only this group. And I'm going to tell you, you have to say CHAMPIAM. You have to say you got this at this conference, and you will get half price, half off. This is your chance to invest in yourself. This is your chance to invest in your growth, in yourself, to let go of those limiting beliefs, to take those steps, to make those goals real. Okay, to take that inspired action. Here's another bonus. Everyone that joins will also be receiving a workbook to go with this 10-week program. But I've also offered, if for some reason maybe this isn't for you in April, the next 10 weeks, I'll also offer you for being part of this workshop. This is the offer that I wanted to give everyone. If you wanna really go through this process that I spoke about in the past like 20 minutes, I'm gonna offer you a workbook. All you have to do is send me an email with your name, say where you saw it, permission to rise. Say this is from the Permission to Rise workshop. I'm super interested in your workbook. My email is Melissa, my first name, period, Romero, my last name, period, S as in Sam, M as in Melissa, at gmail.com. Email me and I will send you the Permission to Rise workbook so that you can do this process on your own. Let me see if I forgot anything. And if you're feeling called to do the group coaching, don't hesitate. Space is limited. I'm going to have Chris put in the link so that we can, or someone put in the link so that you guys can sign up for the 10-week group training. Again, for the workbook though, the workbook is fully 100% free. I will send you a PDF workbook. My email is Melissa, my first name, Melissa, Romero, Romero, S as in Sam, M as in Melissa, at gmail.com. Email me, tell me I'm interested in your Permission to Rise workbook, and I will send you a PDF free workbook so that you can do this process on your own. But if you want to go deeper, if you want to really let go of that and embody this, sign up for my 10-week training, and it's limited spots. So I don't want to make it a big group. I want to keep it a nice, beautiful, small group so that we can really work intimately with each other. So please, send me a message, an email, click on the link that they're going to put in this so that you can schedule a call with me, and we'll see. Remember, you have permission to rise, and now it's your time. It's your time to claim it. All right. You have the permission. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're perfection at its greatest, at its finest. And so you have permission. Set those boundaries. See those limiting beliefs, right? Question them and then reframe them. You got this. All right. Well, take care of yourself. Thank you for joining me. It was an honor to be with you. I know it was really fast, but we can go deeper if you're interested. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Same email, melissa.romero.sm@gmail.com. And if you want to follow me on the socials, is at _spiritual_misfit. Again, that's at _spiritual_misfit. And yeah, feel free to send me a DM. Let me know that you saw me here. Have a beautiful day. Love to love you. Peace.